I'm Mr.Christopher, this is my world, and this is roasting the dead. I told you it was gonna snow, and now look, I'm just part of the snow. Look, I'm Mr.Christopher, and I'm snow too. Alright, let's go roast the dead. Let's go roast the dead in the snow. Let's go bring the dead some warmth and roast them in the snow. Let's go. Your time has come to finally summon the snow god of the cemetery. Every year, you summon the snow. Thank you. Thank you. This is just a bad ghost. Babookas! Babookas! No, buddy, it's boo. Just, all you gotta say is boo. Gosh, Garion, you can't just treat people like that. Gosh, Garion. Every good tattoo artist says if he's got skin, tat him. Everybody here, except for me, is dead. You know, that's a good observation. That's very true. It's a very true observation. Get on your knees, O'Brien, and beg harder if you want what you need from me, sir. Benner there, done that. This guy was the most Benner than anybody. He was the most Ben. He was the most Benner than anybody. Ah yes, Clark McQueen. Old Lightning McQueen's great-great-grandfather. You know, old Grandpa Clark McQueen there has told me, you know, he said, back in my day, it was Clark, not Ka-chow. But my grandson, Lightning, he wanted to put a twist on old Clark and make it Ka-chow. So it was a nice homage to me, Clark McQueen. I said, wow, what an interesting story, Clark. And he said, yeah, I'm a ghost car, bye, vroom, and then he zoomed off. It was crazy. It was quite the interesting meeting in the cemetery. Yeah, doing this show has brought me some odd times. That's definitely up there. This guy's burning in helly well, you know that. Hello, Charlie. Martha Ann Dodge. She could dodge a lot of things, but death wasn't one of them. Well, you know what they say. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. And if you can dodge death, you're probably a god. So Martha Ann was no god. But, you know, who's dodging death these days? There's not many gods out there these days. There's vampires. There's lizards. But there's no gods. I don't know. Back to the old roasting. This guy was a grave digger, and he loved digging graves. He'd always walk around going, I must grave! I must grave! I must! They buried everything here, including the kitchen sink. Right? When you want people to know you're a pirate, and you really want them to know it's you that's a pirate, me ours! Not you ours, me ours. Me booty, me pirate booty, me ours. Me arse, me arse hurts. Me pirate booty, I got scurvy. Me arse, me arse. Yeah. Yes. Yes, your stone is gray. Good. Good job. Sorry, we cannot have sexual relations. I have malapanis right now. I have a bad case of the malapanis. This is for my ladies out there. Don't you just hate when you're about to have intercourse with a guy and he pulls down his pants and he has a severe case of malapanis? Oof. I would hate to be in your shoes for that situation. Don't ask me what it is, but a quick Google search could probably answer any questions you may have. I don't know what malapanis is. Mr. Christopher has never had malapanis or any STI or STD, for that matter of fact. You know, is it still STI? I remember back in the day it was STD. Then they changed it to STI. And who knows what it is now? Who knows what it is? It identifies as an infection. It identifies as a disease. It identifies as a phobia. Oh, do you have a sexual transmitted phobia? I got the malapanis, doctor. What am I to do? Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, la 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 la. Nice to wreath you, right? It's really wreath meeting you here, right? Alright, I'll stop. How'd you pay for your grave, Carl? I just had a lot of robins. I had a lot of robins go well. A lot of robins made me some good money. I was able to pay for my grave. This is actually a griffin's grave, but they had to drop the R because the people of that time didn't want people to know that the myths were true. Griffins exist. Drop the R though. We don't want people to know. Just call him Giffen. They said, "Rule, Mackenzie!" She said, "I'm gonna die instead." They were like, "We'll do a gray Chippendale, but a black Chippendale is crazy. That's too much. You want to do an Asian Chippendale?" Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that either. We'll do a gray Chippendale. I love how they blatantly spelled Phil wrong. They just had no respect for Phil. They were like, "Nope, we're spelling this name wrong." Laura B. Lamb. She was a good lamb. She was a loved lamb. She was the best lamb on the farm, they said, back in 1970 when she passed away. Born in 1878. Almost made it to 100. A lamb almost making it to 100? That's a legendary lamb right there. That's a legendary lamb. When a horse falls in the woods, does anyone hear it? Just a whole family of math lovers. They wanted a lasting memory of we worshipped math. We all loved it. All of us. Alright guys, I think I'm done with the snow roast today. More! We want more! Alright, I'll do a couple more. You heard them. They begged for me to roast them. In the snow. I wanted to do a whole snow special. And I wanted to wait 10 more episodes until I put it out. But I'm like, it snowed now. You know, when it snows, you gotta capitalize. I don't live in a world where it's always snowing. I live in a world where it snows for like 3 to 4 months, maybe 5 months. If I'm lucky, too. It's not like it snows constantly. Sometimes it doesn't snow, and then it does snow once or twice, and that's all I get. So when I get those opportunities, I got to strike hard and fast. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the summer I'll try to find a beach graveyard, and we'll do roast in the beach graveyard. That'll be fun. But for now, it's Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year. Let's get back to some roasting, and we're almost done here. We're almost done here, folks. So let's get back to some roasting, and then we'll wrap it up. She wasn't much of a runner, that's for sure. He wasn't a great son. He wasn't a great husband. He wasn't really a great friend, but you know, he was a fair brother, that's for sure. He was certainly a fair brother. Chris? Mr. Christopher Farley? Bow ring. What have you done for me lately? Same old same. Bow ring. Just a man's Fox McCabe. Man is Fox McCabe. Bet he was an adorable fox. Oh yes, Rosander Connor of the O'Connor family. Rosander Connor. Porter! Hello, Mr. Christ. I'm Mr. Christopher. How you doing? This guy was so manly, he was like, "Tell him twice. He's man." Corner of the street. Perfect! Nailed it! There's no way this lady's name was F the Mia. F the Mia! How do you make him happy? He just F's the Mia. The old rule is dead. The new rule rules now. We have new rules that rule the rule. When I saw Mr. Corner buried on the corner of the street, I thought, F the Mia, that's the perfect spot for that man to be buried. F the Mia. And when I saw that lady's name was F the Mia, I was like, that's the... Okay. Really? That's your name? F the Mia? F the Mia. I would marry an F the Mia so quick. Boom, like that. Bam, married. Boom. If I met a F the Mia, boom, married immediately. Mr. F the Mia. Boom, bam, like that. And yeah, the new rules now. The rules of the rule of the new rule. And they must have died in 2020. COVID killed the old rule. Now we have new rule. All right, anyway, that's the end of Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. Monsieur Christopher. Hope you enjoyed. I tried to talk a little bit less this time and do more roasting. in the snow. I hope you enjoyed me roasting in the snowston. And next week, probably maybe no snow. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a mixture. I have now, because now I have all these saved clips. So I have like 2 or 3 episodes worth of just saved clips. And when I get this much, I try not to roast. I try not to go out and roast. I want to use all my clips. So, because I want to say everyone's name ultimately. And to do that, you got to use all the clips. Even if the jokes are bad and sad, you still got to use the clips because you got to say their names. With that said, like I already said already, so I'll say it again because why not? That's the end of Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow for Art Connoisseur. Farewell. Like, follow, subscribe. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Remember, this is all about freedom. Lead with love, never be afraid. And when you fight hate with hate, hate prevails. And when hate prevails, no one wins. So, farewell. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Ba 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 ba. Mr. Christopher, you crazy!